Hello everyone, nubkeks here. Welcome back to Nub Raids. We're gonna have some nub in the background. Check out my my fusion spotlight for Titus Blackplume if you want. That's what's playing in the background to get the amazing god tier commentary as well, of course. But in today's video, it's a sort of a question I'm quite burnt out on after covering this game for a few years, but I will give you my thoughts anyway, and I'll try to be as constructive as I can, though brace yourselves for a few cynical rants, because I'll be honest, I'm feeling a little bit burnt out about stuff at the moment. And I mean, I already recorded like an almost 1 hour video today on our meeting with the developers, and I was like, after that video, I'm like, boy oh boy, am I cynical at the moment. So I apologize in advance. It will come through. But anyway, we'll dive in. The question though is, obviously the question on everyone's mind is, Titus Blackplume, is he overpowered? Will he be nerfed? And in this video, I wanted to talk about should he be nerfed? Is it good for the game? Is it bad for the game? Let's dive in. Let's talk about it. Will he be nerfed is more of a factual question. I don't know. The developers have said that they will not nerf him, but it seems to me that people just don't believe that, right? And people think he still will be nerfed. I'm not going to talk about whether or not that will happen or won't happen. I'll just talk about whether it should happen in this video. So, I'm going to break this down into two separate sides, which will probably give you a hint, by the way, of the solution I'm going to be moving towards. We're going to talk about Titus with the existence of clash modes in clan bosses, and then we're going to talk about him without the existence of clash modes in clan bosses. And again, to reiterate, that will probably give you a hint of where I'm going with the solution to this and what I think is the best solution. So let's talk about with first. And again, this is something that makes me very cynical and quite depressed when talking to people about it. Because for me, I think there is a big problem with Titus when you consider Hydra Clash and Chimera Clash. I certainly don't think it's easy to build the teams to make him work, but I think it's doable. So, I mean, specifically for Hydra Clash, for example, a typical DPS is probably coming in under 1 billion damage, like crazy damage, right? We're talking about endgame teams, probably under 1 billion for Hydra. Really top tier DPS are coming in at like 2 billion. I think that Taurus maybe has hit 3 billion. I probably should check the leaderboards. It doesn't really matter. They're just rough numbers. And then Trunda, I think, is around 40 billion. I think the theory crafters at the moment are saying they think Titus might come in around 10 billion. So 10 times stronger than other damage dealers. And 4 times weaker than Trunda still. But still, nonetheless, 10 times stronger than other damage dealers. The reason this is a problem, and again, I think the cynicism, I think a lot of people just don't care. They genuinely don't care about this. You kind of, as far as I'm aware, you need Wixwell to make this work. Possibly Brogni. Possibly you need both of them. I don't know. We'll figure out the exact teams. But he doesn't, Blackplume simply doesn't do it on his own. So number one, players that don't have those enabling champions, even if they get this fusion, won't be able to make those teams. And they're just going to get wrecked. Your clan's going to get wrecked in Hydra and Chimera Clash. And it's as simple as that. And even more so, anyone who starts the game after this Titus Blackplume fusion, you're not going to have him. And there's a decent chance you'll never have him. And again, you're just going to get wrecked by people that do have him with very little that you can do. And I personally, again, I think that's a huge problem. Again, I think a lot of people simply just don't care. And that to me is so depressing. A lot of people, you say, well, like, it's really unfair. You've got a huge advantage over other people. And people just look back at you and say, well, I'm having fun. Don't give a shit. I think a lot of people do not give a shit. So long as they are winning, they don't care that, they have a huge advantage over other players and that it's unfair. I think they don't care, which to me sucks. But I do care personally. I think it's very unfair and it's bad. Now, I think some other comments might also reply and say, well, Nub, I mean, for Hydra especially, Trunda already exists, right? Oh. Would you say you would nerf Trunda as well? Oh shit. You might finally be getting it. Commenter, you might finally get where I've been coming from this whole... I'm not like... It's not the normal stuff like you say, like, Nub, you just hate fun. or you're a liar, or any other personal insults to explain why I don't agree with you. I know it's your favorite hobby is insulting me personally if you don't, but you know, I don't know. You probably don't get it though. Let's be real. You're so close to the truth, bro. You're right there. You're like on the cusp of having that breakthrough. But no. But yeah, yeah. Hopefully you get what I'm saying. But yeah. So I think it is a problem. I think with Chimera, I do think it's potentially a problem as well. Now, that being said, these are the problems with Clash. Okay, without Clash, no problem. Oh, this champion, again, with the right setup, he absolutely destroys Demon Lord. He destroys Hydra. He destroys Chimera. No problem, man. Right? No Clash, no problem. Who cares? Great. Sweet. Let the players destroy him. I think for me, especially, if I jump into this, like, Clan Boss is like, what, 6 years old at this point? Let him destroy. Hydra, again, I mentioned this in the other video I've recorded today, but like I was known as the Hydra guy. It's how I got started, how my channel got started, but I don't cover it anymore. And like, here's the thing. Hydra's like, what, over 3 years old, isn't it? Like, who cares anymore? Like, Hydra's done, right? It's old content. We're done. Grand for you progressing through the game, but like, at this point, who cares? Even Chimera, I'm kind of getting sick and tired of it. And that's only 7 months old, right? A champion who just destroys that stuff, that's totally fine with me. Definitely for Demon Lord, definitely for Hydra, even Chimera, definitely so as well. Because he's not going to do all the trials, so you still have that option of like, oh, I can switch it up. I can switch up the team and try to do some more trials. But I have no problem with that. If Clash does not exist, I have less than zero problem. I think it's an amazing thing. If players can grab this guy and he just destroys these game modes, like, why the heck not? Go for it. Let's go. So yeah, that's sort of what I think about that. So then we come to the question. Nub, do you think that he should be nerfed? And you might be, well, here's the thing. Clash does exist, and I think he's a problem for Clash. So ergo, I mean, logical leap, right? He should be nerfed then, huh? Well, no, I actually, I don't think so. In fact, I go the opposite way. I say Clash exists. He is a problem for Clash. I'd rather see Clash changed or removed, mostly removed, totally reworked, than see him nerfed, honestly. That would be something I prefer. Because the reality is, here are some examples. Again, I think people will definitely improve on these teams, again, when it goes to live and as people experiment more. It's actually crazy what these guys have done. And again, I shouted them out directly in that video. It's crazy what people have done with this champion just on the test server alone in a matter of days. It's like super impressive, like insane stuff. It's really cool. But yeah, again, coming to Clash. In my opinion, here we go. In my opinion, just totally rework Clash. Okay, Clash sucks. It sucks, right? I think it's enough to just do your key every week and just be done. And it's just, if there's nothing much to it, then that's fine. I think with Chimera, there is stuff to it because you are trying to do the trials and target them, and that requires some manual play. I don't think Chimera Clash is really adding anything substantial. And same thing with Hydra Clash. I think this is old content. Just get rid of it. Trying to min-max your keys on a week-by-week basis, no, sucks. It sucks. Delete it. Work all these rewards just into the basic chest. Just improve the basic chest and say, you get your chest, you're done. And here's what you put in instead. A reworked, let's say Hydra Clash. Let's go with that first, for example. Let's say once a month, one of the weeks per month. Let's say the final week of each rotation will be Clash week. You bring up the Clash, and now it's like, go do your best key possible for this rotation. And hey, work it in with some in-game leaderboards, but make them good, right? So have it be a leaderboard-based thing. And you could throw in some fun rewards. But you could, for example, have a really cool Hydra portrait. Let's say several different versions of it. And if you're in the top 1% of the Hydra damage dealers for this month's Clash, if you're in the top 10%, the top 25%, if you just participate at all, you get one as well. And have the different portraits so people can show off. Or a cool avatar, something like that. Throw in some cool optional rewards. Have leaderboards as well so you can see, oh, what were like the top keys in my clan for this particular Clash? What were the top keys overall? Put in some filters as well. Imagine this. You come in and you say, okay, well, all the top keys, okay, well, it's all Trunda. Well, okay, filter out Trunda. Don't want to see Trunda. Imagine you're a new player coming into the game and you're like, well, what's the best people have done with like Kale and Wukong? Sort it by that. And exclude these champions I don't have. In fact, let me just see, like, whatever, some beginner champ. Let me just see, like, with Kale and Wukong, and like Tagore, Rector Drath, whatever, Apothecary. Just show me a team with just that for this month. Oh, this is the best that they did. Here's a bunch of lists. I can check it out. Cool. Imagine how useful that would be to players. That would be insane. Like I said, you could work in some smaller rewards in there as well for the Clash, for participating, for getting a score. Yeah, so and there's your motivation to actually have like a crazy team, is show off on the leaderboards, get some cool rewards, but make it a smaller thing. And I think the clan thing, you probably just get rid of it. The CVC aspect, that kind of sucks. And I think same thing for Chimera. Just have, you know, top score per rotation at the end of a rotation. You could even throw in some potential conditions at some point as well. Like, ooh, get your top score. Maybe not for Chimera because it's too new, but you could go in for Hydra and you could be like, ooh, Hydra Clash this week. Epics this month is Epics only, right? Do your best with Epics only. It's totally optional, but there's some cool rewards if you do. And yeah, there you go. That's my suggestion. So delete Clash as it exists right now. Just work those rewards in baseline, but add in some fun modes, or have it, here's another option, have it be, oh, it's gone now, but the coalition event type thing. Be like, okay, the entire world must score, I don't know, 50 trillion, I don't know, whatever, work it out. You must get a certain score against Hydra, and again, work in some leaderboards, give some rewards, give rewards for participating. Yeah, there's, I think, really fun things that you could do with Clash to make it engaging and interesting. Or just, yeah, just there's fun ways to make having really good teams for Hydra and Chimera more engaging than the CVC thing. They probably will never do this because I think probably that, you know, they want people to be spending money really to really push this stuff hard. But yeah, I really have no interest in manualing a Titus team, in manualing a Trunda team. I don't really have much interest in just manualing these runs every single week. I think it just, you could even have, even worst case scenario, just keep Clash as it is right now, but have it be just once a month. So like, yeah, okay, I've got to manual my team, but take like my best score for the entire month and have the Clash be a month-long thing. So instead of having to do it every week, oh, at least have it, you know, just do it once a month. That's the Clash. This is, it's still not ideal, but it's an improvement. Have the Clash be once a month. Great. Even once every 2 weeks would be an improvement. Have it be less often. Yeah, but, you know, we still get the same amount of rewards. But yeah, there you go. There's my thoughts on it. So Blackplume, I actually don't want to see him nerfed, but I do think that there is, you know, there's real balance concerns with the game. But again, the cynic in me says, I think most players don't. So long as, I think for a lot of people I see talking about this game, so long as they are coming in and they're smashing people with Titus, they don't give a shit. They don't care that the other player is no way to fight back. I think that's how people feel about Trunda. So long as they are winning and they're smashing people, they don't give a shit because they're winning. That's the cynic in me. Anyway, I've given some non-cynical solutions, some stuff that would actually, I think, improve the game. Let me know what you think. But yeah, personally, I don't want to see him nerf. I think he's cool and it's fun. But I think that Clash needs to change because I think with Clash as it is right now, I think he is a problem. And leaving him untouched is actually really unfair. There we go. That's my thoughts. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.